James Dean always wins, huh?
Yeah.
We're watching drifting from Poland right now. James Dean's over there in one of his S14s drifting. Hey, the axle showed up for something. For what? For E46 or 36? That's a 36. Where's a 46? Oh, it's AJ. Let's go find out what's happening with AJ in this car. So remember he had broken axles? It was E46. Drive shaft shop brought them back. Why is it so bright that you can't see anything?
Hey, the aluminiums.
Oh yeah, and D&D is here. This is 1D. You know him as Dylan or D Lion.
I'm a lion.
And then that's other D.
This is Daytron.
You know him as Dayton or Daytron.
Miniature.
It's miniature, like, he's medium D. Cause no one wants to be miniature. He can be medium, and then this is like
I'm not
bigger medium D. Cause you're not a big person.
I'm extra medium.
He's like a jockey and you're a race car driver.
I'm the schmedium.
I want him to be schmedium.
Oh, extra medium. Yeah, got you. Got him?
I got him.
Alright. Oh god, who's diving under?
What do you think would happen with a drift car after you put axles back and you haven't driven in a couple weeks?
Ooh, big big. Big big.
What?
The thing with the
Does it start with whoopah? Oh, he even says it differently.
Karate kicker. Uh-oh.
I'm nervous. That one's longer than the other one. Motherfucker.
Well, the only way to try it is to put a heavy load on it, aka do a burnout.
That's 100% longer on one of them.
I think it's more like 98%. It's so bright, this stupid light right there. Can't even see. I gotta go. Ooh, derby car. Okay, so after we hit the wall, we barely bent one of these traction rods. And I think we bent a lower arm. We won't know till we have it off and we can lay it next to another one because you can't hold one in position because this side will hit. Whoa, make some noise. But we figured we're here, we're gonna replace one of each arm. Why don't we just replace all the arms on the whole back of the car? We had extras. Megan Racing supplied us with a couple pairs for this season. Thank you, Megan Racing. You guys could go check out arms for your car, because if you think about it, 900 horsepower with a heavy Supra, if it can handle that with drifting, these are pretty durable arms. So, go check out what they have for your car. But anyways, we're gonna switch this all right now. So I just wanted to show you guys before we put any in, and then we'll show you after we do it. But decent amount of work. Tow rod, traction rod, or tow arm, traction arm, lower arm. So we're gonna get started on that. Then we get to redo the whole entire alignment again, which will be probably Tuesday night. Tanner with OC Mobile Alignment's gonna stop by and we're gonna get to that. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys. Ooh, we barbecued. Yep, it happened.
You know what I mean?
You know who you are. You came and met me. I forgot your name. I'm sorry, but you brought hot dogs and buns, and we brought them all the way home. We're eating them now. It's a hot dog party.
Hot dog party. HDP.
HDP.
Party.
Put more meat in your mouth, AJ. We know that you can. Oh, should we have hot dogs in your mouth party?
Wow.
Not today. We should though. Not today.
I got enough shit for the gushers. I ain't shoving dogs in my mouth.
I told you make a good girlfriend.
And he's like, whoa, I can only fit 11 hot dogs. Oh crap, that's more than the gushers. Renee's winning right now. I'm joking. What's up, guys? It's Monday. We're here at the shop. Rory's bringing his Supra. And there it is. Big plans for the Supra. Ooh, you cleaned it up a lot, huh?
Like that?
Yeah, just down here is good.
bring you the wheels. I didn't know how he was gonna.
Yeah, because you don't want to hurt him, right? That's cool. So first, do some metal work on it, right? Cage, and then we get started on putting the motor in and deciding how we're gonna do all that stuff, but gotta get the metal work done first. Okay, so there's a Supra. We had already got the JZ motor for it, turbo version, but he needs a rear sump, so we had the front sump we removed, stock twins we removed, a couple other parts. He's gonna pick them up right now and take them. Oh, stock trans. You know you guys want these transmissions, these autos. Come get one, you know? They're exciting. Okay, so he's gonna pull all this stuff and then we'll bring his car in and start working on roll cages. Yeah, it's gonna be such a cool build. All right, so it's cool that Rory dropped his car off today. Wait a minute. Now Connor's making noise? Okay, so Rory dropped his car off. We're gonna work on it, but I also received these really cool billet motor mounts from Titan Motorsports. So they have that dowel on the top, locating, dowel on the bottom. Prevents it from spinning. And then they have Allen bolt that goes on the bottom, Allen bolt that goes on the top. They make two different versions of these also. Shut up. One is for 97, 98 mounts, one is for 93 to 96 mounts. Alright, I'm gonna install those, then we're gonna get the motor back in the car. So it's in place, but that was not easy.
Hey, Dan.
Here, we're making pig troughs because we're gonna get a little piggy. So that's for like when the pig's a baby, and then that's for when the pig is really big. No, we're making something else, but fill it up and make just sure it's yeah, it's just a metal box. Don't worry about it. But look, a 2J in the Supra. Okay, so these are in there. Motor mounts are a little thicker than we're used to, but they're tight. Good to go. Okay, let's check it out. Lift the car up, put the transmission in. Alright, motor's in. I was sitting in that lounge chair right there. You can't see it anymore, but Joe put it in pretty much. Yeah, I lifted it in with my beard, mostly. Mostly with your beard. And then he had pre-connected all of the hoses and wiring that's connected. And vacuum lines, he just left off 2 coolant lines and the intake manifold. And I think he lifted it in with the transmission and drive shaft installed. Good job, Joe's beard. Thanks, Dan. Okay, we didn't time lapse it because sometimes a couple of you guys have asked me to time lapse it, but like I don't get to. It doesn't go how you guys imagine. I don't get to like sit here and just work on it because my phone rings, or a customer stops by, or Renee needs to talk to me, or I help Beach or Joe with something because gotta run the shop. So it's like little bit here and there. That is why you don't hear me like, ooh, Supra? That's why you don't hear me or see me doing a time lapse all the time, because I'd have to do it on a Saturday. No, a Sunday. You got like 1.5 feet on each side. You have 1 foot. Just Yeah, go where you can still get out, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a Supra, but you guys have seen them before. Customer car. Other one, white one is Rory's. We talked about it earlier. That's gonna be a cool car. All right, we're closing up for the day. See you guys tomorrow. High five though. Supras. Hey guys, it's the next day. We've been working on the Supra all day, so everything's back together. I just primed it to get oil pressure. Rory Supra. So now we need to connect all the injectors back in, and then after I do that, connect the coil, the plug wires back into the coils, and then we will try and start this motor for the first time. Okay, should be good. Let's try and do this. It should start. Woo! Okay, we gotta bleed the water.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit tight in alternator because this side is
It's slipping?
it's
Wiggling?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like just, well, let's see. This one's a little too tight. Let's see, crack this open right now. Let's see if water comes out. Go a little more. So if no water's coming out? No?
Nope.
Okay, then open the back right now and we're gonna pour water in there. It's just low. There's water in there, but maybe it didn't bleed enough the first time we did it. So these are things we check, like make sure water actually circulates, or maybe there's a massive air bubble. Happens about half the time. And then we start checking for other things like, let's see. Well, we waited to get oil pressure, but then next we'll probably do power steering stuff. Make sure it's kind of, yeah, it's full, but it's not really full because it's all drained out. So gotta bleed that. Then we'll get the coolant going. Once the coolant's happy, then we'll let it idle for a while. This looks about normal, but only ran it for a second or so. Alright, so if you're wondering about this, we broke a valve cover, putting it back on, cracked it, so we have to fix that or just not use it anymore. Didn't even crack all the way through it, it's just like upper layer. Backup polished one on. Do whatever focus. Quick update on this car. This is JP, the guy that runs and owns JV Auto Body. He's doing a smog legal LS3 swap in that. So he had some front end metal work he wanted us to do. So we're doing that right now. But we got Rory's car inside, pulled the doors off. Right now, Connor is working on removing the OEM automatic trans tunnel because we're gonna put the manual trans tunnel insert into the trans tunnel, so then he can fit his shifter and everything lines up and works good for when he puts the Santonas in here. We are going to have to cut off some of the front. He wants to cut the whole back of the car off, same as how I cut mine off. That's crazy. Then we are going to sit here and heat all this up and get all this seam sealer out. And after that happens, then we will stitch weld this. So got a lot of dirty work ahead of us, but for now that's where Rory's car's at. More updates coming your way soon. Well, looks like the Supra's back. Me and Ian are gonna go through a couple little things. Ian wants to kind of go through it and look like he always does, but for some reason the TPS is off, and he said he's just gonna like live log and like go into my computer, like Google desktop, like desktop sharing or whatever. Do that and then double check everything goes good. We're gonna go to the dyno tomorrow. If everything doesn't go good, no, that won't happen. We'll still go to the dyno tomorrow. Okay. So we're getting ready to do alignment. Just reset it up after we change the rear arms. We're gonna be doing a lot of decels to break in the motor. Everything's turned out pretty good, working good so far. We haven't got to go really rip on it yet, so I don't know why it doesn't throttle, but that's kind of wraps up for the day. Got the headlight back from JV Auto Body. Remember there was a big, huge gouge scuff in it? Well, it's pretty much back to normal. You can't see it, but if you feel it, there's heat polish so much, there's a little indentation where it's a little bit less material there, but for a drift car, I think that's good to go. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. More to come tomorrow.